Hey, it's the Scotch Test Dummies. Today we're going to talk a little bit about basketball.
The effects on the human body.
I'm old, weak, and sad, which is why I need my E&J XO Smooth Brandy.
Extra smooth. Let's test it.
it. All right, Bruno. Yesterday I went over to your house. You're out in the front driveway.
It was not unseasonably warm weather the last couple of days here.
Beautiful. So. And he's out shooting hoops with the 14-year-old.
Just turned 15.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
Age quick.
Yeah.
And back a long time ago, I used to shoot hoops all the time.
Yeah. We had, it got nice. Actually, 2 days ago I'd been out in the driveway a little bit with both of my boys playing basketball. So my leg muscles were feeling it a little bit yesterday. Oh. But back out there shooting with them, and Bart stops by to see what's going on, see what's crappening. And they just threw that out.
Yeah, good throw.
And so he joins in a little bit of basketball scrimmage with us. Nothing too crazy, not even a scrimmage. It's just like horsing around.
Yeah, any kind of physical activity with a 14-year-old, almost 15, I'll turn an ankle. So I was basically shooting horse or pig. Just shooting.
Now keep in mind, Bart's 6'7", and he's got two boys, 6'6". He's going to have his own basketball goal someday, and he doesn't think he's going to be scrimmaging, horsing around, but he will be. That's what you do with your boys.
No, didn't you break a leg or something?
I almost did.
Yeah.
I tore it up pretty good.
Yeah, come on, a 13-year-old will destroy you.
Rolled it right out, and he was like
12.
That was probably, he was probably 11 or 12 at the
remember,
time.
Yeah, it was all he about ruined his career playing hoops in the driveway. Now, I will say this. It was one of those adjustable goals at your house. You had it adjusted from 10 down to 8, which I noticed.
Slow.
Your driveway slopes down pretty good, which put me at almost like a 10-foot drop. It was the weirdest geometrical math problem shooting, which is just me telling you I was shooting some air balls for the first 5 minutes.
Bart was not on his game.
But I will tell you,
he did not have his game face on.
No, but you then did go adjust it to 8 feet.
We pushed it up a little bit.
And my hand-eye coordination improved.
But what did we shoot, about 30 minutes worth maybe?
45.
45 minutes worth.
And I will tell you, because then we went in and we spent some time with some
We sat down and we did a couple tests yesterday.
Yeah, we did some
couple
testing.
Samples.
And next thing you know, I'm in there and my bicep hurts. And I was like, literally, I was like, what's going on with this? Why does it hurt? And I'm massaging it, and then he notices, and I figured out I can't even shoot a ball for 45 minutes without a muscle hurting. My wrist was weak. I was like, what? And but then I did realize I hadn't shot a ball probably in, might have been about 10 years since I shot that much.
Yeah. Well,
I used to play on leagues and stuff.
I guess I'm used to, like I say, my legs were a little sore from shuffling around and scrimmaging the day before, but other than that.
It's sad. It makes me feel old. It does. That my bicep hurt from shooting a ball. I used to play non-stop.
Here's your sign.
Non-stop I used to play. Well, I haven't played. What I decided to do, a New Year's add-on resolution, I need to buy a hoop and just go out and shoot. Like on Tuesdays, needs to be shoot the ball Tuesday or something.
Oh man, you got a good. If you could put in a big flat pad out. You could put in a half court.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that though. You know how much concrete's like $5? That'd be like 10 grand. Whatever.
It's for the kids.
It cost me a bundle. All right. Speaking of not costing you a bundle, I had been telling Bruno we're trying all these scotches that say they're aged in brandy barrels, and I had never had brandy. Have you ever had brandy?
No. And the same with sherry. A while back, we wanted to try some sherry. We were trying all these scotches that were aged in sherry, sherry butts.
Yeah.
So we bought some sherry and tried it. So now we have that down for sure.
And when we had the sherry, I was blown away. It was way too sweet for me in and of itself, but that plum raisin, bam.
Yeah. And now, and there's also a few now that are aged in port casks. We'll be doing one on a port wine as well.
So I wanted to go in and try some of these baselines, these casks that are being reused to finish scotches, and just to see what's there and hopefully pick those things up a little bit better. We've even talked, we've got like a nut factory that puts out every kind of nut you can imagine. And
a nut
A
factory.
nut factory. Yeah, it does sound bad. They literally make nuts, mixed nuts. Sorry. And walnuts and cashews. I want to go get in all those, and actually, when I can, when someone says, "Oh, it has a walnut or a pecan in it," I want to make sure I can get those.
I have gotten hazelnut before off of one of our scotches a while back. I don't remember which one it was. That's the first one that I've gotten. I mean, a lot of times you can kind of get a nuttiness, kind of. Some guys will pin it down, like you say, they're going, "Oh, it's a roasted pecan,"
Right.
or a whatever different black walnut with molasses tea and green leaves.
All right, now we green. Sorry, I was looking at my notes. My phone had closed out on me. I got a heavy floral note and a sweetness, but almost a medicinal, which I didn't expect.
First of all, I was very surprised. I didn't know what to expect with the brandy. And it's probably similar in its characteristics to sherry in that it's a dark color. Sherry's probably a little bit darker even. It moves and it looks like a whiskey.
Yeah, but we don't know if they're adding something to it. I mean,
Well,
this doesn't
true.
have any of those Scotch rules.
Yeah. To me, on the nose, it smells like a whiskey. It's just a very sweet whiskey.
Yeah.
I mean, you can tell that it's not, but
Right. I mean, it's that slight, I get a floral, medicinal, maybe a little hint of a backing of caramel.
that's what I got was like a baking, like the wife was making something
Okay.
with caramel, tomato, and that smell of that caramel in the kitchen as she's baking, and a marshmallow as well.
Wow, on the taste, the first thing that slaps me or hits me is a cherry taste. But here's the beauty of it, and this is where I do like the brandy. Yes, it gives me, my wife is Puerto Rican and makes a flan, which is like a Puerto Rican custard or pudding custard. And she always has a caramel sauce. It's a watery caramel sauce. It's like a burnt sugar, which is literally what it is that she'll drizzle over the top. A burnt caramel sugar is what I get on the aftertaste.
Delicious.
That has a creaminess of the flan. So this finishes for me like a flan would.
And I don't know, is this an after dinner drink? Do a lot of people sit down with this after dinner? Because it seems to me it'd be perfect in
With
place
dessert.
of, maybe even in place of dessert.
I
If
could
you
see
didn't want the calories, if you didn't want the fat that's in the dessert, if you're on a diet,
no, none of that.
if you had a little, if you had a little bit of this, this could this could substitute for dessert.
Not for me. it would go with the dessert. No, I know exactly what you're saying.
I get, and you said cherries. To me, it's a cherry chocolate. It's like those cherry, the chocolates that have the cherry in the middle.
A cordial.
That, especially right when I brought it up to my nose to take a drink of it as it was going, that's exactly what it smelled like.
The cherry surprised me. I'm not a fan of cherry. I like it here, but what I'm loving is for about 20 seconds, it trails with that flan, burnt caramel flan flavor, and it really reminds me of my wife's homemade flan, and it immediately warmed my heart with that because that's where it sends me. So the E&J XO sends me back to my wife's flan.
Now, keep in mind also, this is one that people are warming when they drink it.
I actually
You're not chilling this down and icing it.
Right.
Some people are actually warming it up.
Yeah, I saw a guy that had some system that set it over like a high above a candle,
Like
or
it's one of
something,
those little,
or a light. It was very bizarre. I had no idea what I was
just
looking
a
at.
little bit.
Yeah, heated it up a bit. I haven't done that, but when we did try it, I kept it kind of in my hand, unlike I would with Scotch, and I kind of warmed it up a little bit. And I got to admit, maybe it was all psychosomatic, but it seemed like it tasted good.
That's good anyway. But yeah, no more cheesecake.
Still cheesecake for me, baby. I love the cheesecake, and I love the flan. But go out there, and I mean, you can watch us, and we can tell you about it. But it's definitely an experience to see, why are they putting a 10-year Scotch into a 1-year or 2-year finish into a brandy barrel? Why? I would say the flavors here are much more subtle than they were with the sherry. I can pick out sherry like that now.
Maybe.
And I don't know. I mean, I'm going to have to look later. I'm going to have to see, is it just to add some color? Obviously, it's adding some flavor. And does it give it that sweeter finish? What does it do? I'm not exactly sure, but I now understand a lot more about the brandy just from having the brandy. Anything you want to say?
No, I found it very surprising. Like I say, it's definitely very tasty. I hadn't seen myself buying a bottle of brandy to have at home, but I can definitely now. I can see me having a bottle of this in the.
You know where this would go
cabinet.
good? You're out there shooting hoops and you just got this on when you take a break.
Okay. Yeah.
I would need this though, because when the biceps detaching from the bone, I'd be like, Brandy, I need brandy. And a little dog come up, give me some brandy, and I'd be like, I can still play. I'm in. Meanwhile, the 15-year-old's looking at me like, I am playing with elderly people. He is so old. But it is good. Hey, don't forget, check us out on Audible. Give it
audibletrial.com /
Scotch Test Dummies.
There you
I'll
go.
put that down in the link, all right, or down in the description. Please use that. That just helps us. I'm not going to describe a book this time, but it helps us maybe get new lights, work on camera equipment, maybe even buy some different brandies or whatever to help. So it just helps us out. So please, if you like what you're seeing, help us out. Go log into Audible. You get a free 30-day trial and you get a free credit that you can use on any book you want. That book's yours to keep forever.
Yep. My wife got a $36 book.
Right, Lord of the Rings.
So
We mentioned that earlier. But
Yep.
Cool. Yeah. All right. Scotch Test Dummies. Scotch it.
Cilantro
Scotch Gods.
Dummies.
You know what I'd like to say? Game face!